All right, everybody, eyes on me. Okay, this is what we're going to do today. All right, we're going to talk about the Jim Crow laws. What is that? Jim Crow laws. How many of you have heard of this before? Raise your hand. Just raise it. I want to see. Just a few of you. Just a few of you. Okay, those of you, and let's do a quick temperature check. Those of you raised your hand, and some of you guys didn't. I want you to do a fist to 5 on how much you know about this. Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me explain. Fist is no clue. Never heard it. Don't know what it is. 1 is kinda, maybe. All right, now of course your 5 is I can teach it. I can tell you what it is. Okay, maybe not teach it. I know what it is. I can give you a definition. And probably if I see an example, I can tell you what it is. Okay? So fist to 5. So everybody, I want to see. So I kind of get an idea of where we are. Ooh. Raise it high, 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 high. What? What? Wow. Nobody has a 5. Okay. So, all right, that's fine. We're going to all start in the same place. Those of you who did this, you know something, just a little bit, kind of, you've heard of it. So is the 1 you've heard of it? Yeah, just heard of it. Okay, all right, perfect. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the Jim Crow laws, right? And here's our objective today, and this will tie into, of course, we're still looking at the context of To Kill a Mockingbird. But this time, we're looking at cultural, social, and legal context of the novel To Kill a Mockingbird. So we're going to look at these laws and see how they will support our understanding of the story To Kill a Mockingbird. We didn't even read it yet. We don't even, some of you know what it is, okay? But it's about knowing what it was like to live in that time period, but looking at specifically Jim Crow laws. Okay. Now, individually, I want you to open your book, okay, to Springboard, page 177. There's a lot of 1s and a lot of fists, which tells me that you're not aware or maybe just heard of it, of what the Jim Crow law is. So there is an article there, right? It says Jim Crow shorthand for separation. Individually, on your own, I want you to read that. I want you to annotate it, okay? Try to make meaning of understanding of what this Jim Crow law is. So before we move on, we're not all here or here. Hopefully we're here, here or here. Got it? Okay, so once you're done with that, I want you to try and make tell me what your definition is. All right, so individually do that right now. Read it, annotate it. Make sure you guys make your annotations. Try to make understanding of it. You guys you getting it? A little bit?
Yes, so we have to
Yeah.
annotate after this.
Yes, annotate it to make meaning. What do you think? What do you think the Jim Crow law is? Okay. Focus on your. Okay, good. Hmm?
One each.
Yeah, but just focus on this for now. Okay, try and define it. Right there, the two gentlemen right there.
These two closest to us.
Okay, back up. Mm-hmm. Define what the law is. Did you guys get a card? You did not, right? All right. Did you guys get a card? Yeah. You did? Okay, perfect. All right, try to define it, and then we'll come back together as a group and see what you guys got. Try to define it based on this article. Yes, question?
Define, oh,
This one right here.
define what this one?
Yeah, what is the Jim Crow law?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What do you think it is? Did you get a card? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You will be put in a group in just a minute, okay? Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's like a city. Is this supposed to be Tennessee?
Yeah, you're right.
Timothy.
They spelled it wrong.
Oh.
Hmm. Talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Oh, Jim Crow is the evolution of the equality of the races throughout history.
Okay. What did you get?
With the separation of races.
Oh, okay. What did you get?
Uh,
Okay. All right. Yeah. Olivia, what did you get?
A name for people of color that later was used to refer to laws involving segregation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. Lohi? What you guys got? Anything? Any ideas yet? Of what
does
it
laws
is?
help? Like how I can get
Like, it has something to do with segregation.
Yeah.
It has to do with segregation, yeah. What about it? What was the segregation about?
It was between whites and blacks.
Mm-hmm. What do you think this Jim Crow law was for? Not sure. What about you? What do you think?
To try to end segregation.
End segregation? That means to bring them together. That's what the Jim Crow was supposed to be. What do you think? Okay, let's talk about it as a class. Yes. Yes. Question?
What are you supposed to do with the word?
Which word? I'll tell you afterwards.
Funny,
We're
huh?
working on it. Yes.
We shouldn't do springboard anymore because
It's
it's
bad.
spelled Tennessee wrong.
Yes, I know. We have to.
That could offend people.
It could offend people? Really? Why?
Like if they spell Tennessee wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's why we shouldn't do it anymore?
Yeah.
No.
The lessons are
Okay, it's too broad. That's why we're doing this together right now. Okay. All right. I hear some murmur, which tells me that you're done reading, that you need some clarification. I went around and asked some people, okay, what they thought. So let's have a discussion. Okay, let's come up with a definition so everybody is at least at a 5 when I ask you what is the Jim Crow law, right? Somebody, what? Can you give me a definition, Alexis? Go ahead.
Said that Jim Crow is a law / set of laws that went against giving African Americans the right to vote and treating them equally to whites.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Alexis. Someone else? Yes, Jared.
Jim Crow is a term that the whites and the blacks used in the South to separate race.
To separate race. Terrell, do you have something? Can you add? That's what. No, let's hear what you say. Not what Jared said or what Alexis said. Okay, Philip, go.
Segregation law.
It's a segregation law. Okay, what else? What else can we add? Very good. What else can we add to this? What is it? What is it? Yes.
A law which separated the blacks and whites in public places.
Okay, one more time, louder, clearer.
A law which separates the whites and blacks in public places.
Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Someone else would like to add to that? Yes. Restricts voting rights? Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. I want you to now, if you haven't written down your definition, do so. And then I'm going to do another temperature check of how well you know what this is about before we move on to our activity. Okay, you've heard your peers' feedback. Okay, and it is to help us understand what the Jim Crow law is. Alize, if I were to ask you, would you know it? Okay, write it down. So if I ask you, you got this, right? You got this. Yes, you're going to write the definition down. So when I call on you, you would know the answer. Okay, everybody got something down? All right, I'm going to randomly pick. Where's my cards? It's over there. I should get the cards. Let me get the cards. I'm going to get name cards in back of you. Okay. All right. Wait, no. Again, this is for me to just do a quick check that you guys know what Jim Crow is. All right. So let's just do two people. Two people. Jared.
3 or 4, like in the middle.
Wait, hold on. Let me just call first. Okay, sure. Okay, sure.
So my definition was Jim Crow laws were laws that restricted the equality of whites and African Americans in the South.
Sounds good. C. Jane.
I put separation of races.
Okay, good. I think that sums up pretty much what the law is. So now, let's do a quick temperature check from 0 to 5. Ready, set, go. Everybody. Up, 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 up. That's the definition. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, real. Okay, good. We're ready to move on. Perfect. Okay, now, what you're going to do now is, I know that you guys are situated in the grouping of 3. You will be moving, right, based on your adjective card that was given to you. What? All right, so we're going to do some movements. All right, let's hear. Who are you?
I am optimistic.
Okay, if you're optimistic, stand up. If you're optimistic, stand your card. If you're optimistic, stand up. Okay, there. The 3 optimistics, you guys come here. Don't move yet. All right, go. Who are you? You can sit down. Go ahead.
I am fantastic.
Fantastic. If you're fantastic, stand up. Fantastic. Yay. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic team, you go over there. Okay, sit down. Yeah, not right now. Okay, what are you? Stand up. You're awesome. If you're awesome, stand up. If you're awesome, stand up. Okay, so let's have the awesome group sit over there, okay? All right, who else do we need to go? What are you?
I am inquisitive.
Inquisitive. If you're inquisitive, please stand up. Come on. Yes, there's a... Where is the inquisitive? There's nobody else inquisitive? Okay, no, hold on, just hold on. Okay, all right, what are you?
Enchanting.
Oh, okay. If you're enchanting, stand up. Stand up. Ooh, enchanting. You guys, the enchanting group, say right there. Okay, I'll get you in a group. Just a minute. What are you? If you're charming, stand up. Charming? Okay, let's have the charming group sit right here. Okay. Cool. Are you called already?
I was fantastic.
You're fantastic. Awesome.
I got.
You got it already?
I don't have.
Okay, go ahead, stand up.
I was alluring.
If you're alluring, stand up. Ooh, alluring. Yay, nice. Okay, how about you guys can maybe sit right there? Okay, were you called already?
Yeah.
How about you? You were called? You're not. Okay, stand up. What are you?
Fabulous.
If you're fabulous. Ooh, fabulous. If you're fabulous. Okay, fabulous group, you can come over here. Is everybody called already? Okay, stand up. If you're intelligent, stand up. Keith is intelligent. Just the two of you? Just stand up, Mr. Intelligent. Okay? All right, how about it? Did I put you guys, is anyone sitting here? Nobody's sitting here, right? Okay, you guys can come here, the intelligent group. Are you guys called already?
Yeah.
You guys all in group? Yeah. All right, now, okay, you are going to move into your situation. This is what I want you to do in your group. Okay, focus. You're gonna look at pages 178, 179, 180, and 181. And I want you to think about categories. Okay, and we're gonna talk about that in just a minute. What are categories, okay? So look at it, get into your group. You're gonna stand up, get into your groups, okay? You are gonna talk about these laws and then come up with categories, okay? All right, stand up now.
Do we bring our book?
Bring your books, bring everything, go.
I hate to mention, but if you put one of the students right there,
Okay, okay, I'm gonna move them.
maybe be better.
Okay, got it. Yeah, no, it's okay. This group, can I have you, the intelligent group, can I actually have you guys go over there? The intelligent group. Where they might fall into. It could be education, transportation, health, or marriage. So just scan through them, meaning look at it just briefly. We are going to analyze them a little bit, but just scan through them right now. Yep, just these. Yep, just kind of look at them quickly and then come up with categories if you think anything besides these. Is Jim, what did it say in our, yeah. Was he a real person? No. Remember, it wasn't, right? They just can't, what was the history of Jim Crow?
Crow is like black crow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Can I have you come over here? Yeah. Okay, so think about what each one would fall into, what category would fall into. How many Post-its do you have? Okay. Yeah. So I want you to look at what they would fall into. Okay, are there any categories that we need to add? Looking at, there's 36 laws. There's 36 laws. We looked at education, transportation, health, entertainment, and marriage. Do you think there's others? Other categories? Yes. Or is there for intermarriage? That's a good question.
Because it's for different states.
Okay.
See how one says Mississippi, then the other one says Florida. Yeah, it's for different states.
Are they the same laws, you think? Oh, we're going to look at it a little bit. There's some differences? Okay, good. All right. Okay. Anything we should add to here? We have education, transportation, health, entertainment, and marriage. Is there a category that you think? Jobs, like occupation? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Any others? the job one? Could it fall into something or no? Could be education. Health and education. Okay, you think? So do you guys want to add another category for that? Jobs? What, occupation? Occupation? Okay, we'll add to that. All right, so good. I'm going to put up a chart later of all of this, including occupation, right, Aaron? Okay. All right, so this is what I want you guys to do now. As a group, I want you to discuss the specific laws that were assigned to you. So if you flip your adjective cards, there's a post-it and a number. The number that I give you is what you're responsible for, which law that is, okay? For example, what do you got?
Number 12.
You got number 12. So what are you going to be looking at?
Amateur baseball.
Okay, amateur baseball. So what you're going to do with your post-it, okay, you're going to put amateur baseball. You're going to summarize in your own words what that law was about. And then you're going to come up with a question, a level 1, 2, or 3 question on this post-it. Any question. Do you have to answer them? No. It's not for you to answer. It's for you to, we're actually going to look at it as a way to find the answers with our research. All right? Okay, so go to it. Clear, Isaac? Yeah? You're right? What's yours? What's your number? You're right. Yeah, come on. You can do this. Do this. Okay, which one is yours? Number 33. So look at number 33. Okay, and you're going to summarize it, and then you're going to ask a question. All right? Lohi, got this? Yeah, okay. What's yours? Okay, what is your summary?
Intermarriage is marriage of a white person with a Negro
Uh-huh.
has 1/8 or more of Negro blood.
What do you think that means?
You only can marry them if they're partially of the same race as you.
Partially. You have a question to ask?
Why is this so important?
Why is this important? Good, that's a good one. What about you? What you got?
Hospital entrances.
Yeah?
So they had to be maintained by the governing authorities and separate from the patients and the visitors.
Is that the entrances? Yeah? Okay, what's your question?
I'm coming up.
Okay, good. All right, nice. Hi, yes. You're gonna go up and, yeah, put it up there. You can do this, yes. Yeah, you write your summary and then your question. You can do this. You can do this. What you got? You okay? Summarize. What does this mean? It says, the County Board of Education shall provide schools of 2 kinds, those for white children and those of colored children. What is your summary of it? What is this law about?
Keeping different races apart
And where?
in schools.
Yep, that's it. And what would your question be? Okay, good. How about you, Alize? What you got? What's your
Number 36.
number 36? Tell me what number 36 is about.
It's about no white person can marry like Negroes. That one.
Okay. Mulattoes, Mongolians, or Malians? Okay. And it's legal. What did you write as your question?
Why did they choose only those races?
Oh, these particular races that they cannot intermarry. Okay, it's a good question. Good. How about you, Jace? What you got?
All cinemas hosted by white and colored have to set designated seats.
Okay, so this is the theater, right? Okay, and what is your, do you have a question yet? Not yet, okay, yeah, perfect. Well, you can come up with a question. Yes, Ryan?
Just be one of either level 1, level 2, level 3, or
Just one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it could just be one. What is yours?
Libraries.
Yeah, and what is this one about?
white people have advantage over the African Americans for use of the concept library.
Well, do you have a question already?
I'm trying to think of one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think
Okay. Jared, what about you? What you got? You got two, I know.
Yeah.
What is yours?
I had fishing, boating, and bathing, and telephone booths.
Oh. And what is that about?
This one is about just segregation in general. I don't know why it's called fishing, boating, and bathing. So that's my question.
Okay,
And then
good.
for telephone booths,
Yes.
they had separate phone booths for
Yeah.
the whites and the African Americans. And my question is going to be why was it so important that they had to install separate phone booths for the different colors?
Yep, that's right. That's a great question. What about you?
Mine was about the lunch counters.
Yeah.
And it basically stated that whites and colored people are to be separated when eating or being served, so they can't eat in the same room, or on this. What is the punishment for an African American who eats in the same room?
Good. Very good. Nice done. Nicely done, guys. How are we doing here? You got your questions already?
Oh, wait, we have to add our question.
Oh, yeah, you have to ask your question. Of course. Reform shall be kept entirely separate from each other. So that means they were forced to go into the D schools. So reform school is like where the bad kids go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So race making these schools weren't allowed?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And what's your question?
I was gonna say why, but
Why what? Yeah, it's a good
why
question.
weren't they allowed?
Okay, yeah, that's a question. Yes. Okay, ask your question. Remember, you don't have to figure out the answer to it. Okay, this is what we're going to do is find out as we read along, as you do your research, why was this happening? What happened if? Right? So don't worry about, I don't know the answer to it. I want you guys to ask your question. And this will be for later discussion. And we're going to present it later or when you're done. Hunter, are you done? You're good? Good. All right. Talk to each other. If you need to, ask each other. Ask your questions. You guys said occupation, right? Add occupation to this. Okay. Yes, I'm going to do occupations. Thank you for letting me know. How about you write it for me, please? Or somebody. Write occupations, Topman, and I'll put it up. Marker? Yes, you can. Yes. Are you good? You need help? Well, why don't you finish number 18 first? Because we need you to get it then. Okay? Help. Or ask your peers. Can you help him out with number 18?
Raja.
Yes. For which one? The railroad one? Okay, you tell me what the railroad is about then.
Remember when blacks and whites had the right to
Mm-hmm.
like trains, separate cars or coaches?
Mm-hmm. No question at all?
No.
What if you had to do this? What would your reaction be or question be?
Yeah. Why do we have to do this?
Yes, that's exactly. That's a good question. Yes, of course.
Isn't 18 basically about?
What's yours? Oh, 18?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, let him ask. Let him ask his question first. Tyrell, What? Help him out after. Okay, talk about number 18. Okay, I like the murmur. I like that you guys are talking to each other. That means you guys have questions or comments about it. Yes. CJ, what? You don't understand. Group, she needs help with circus tickets. Can you help her?
tried.
Oh, you tried. What do you guys think? You think it's weird? Why?
Oh no, I don't understand.
Okay, what does it say? What? It costs something about what?
It says race mixing is invited or expected to attend shall provide for the does that mean like if there is like both races then they gotta pay whatever?
Let me see what yours said. Okay, so let's look at it. All circuses, shows, and tent exhibition to which the attendance of more than one race is invited or expected to attend shall provide for the convenience was patron not less than 2 ticket offices with individual ticket sellers and not less than 2 entrances to said performance with individual ticket takers and receivers of the case of outside tent performance said that ticket offices shall not be less than 25 feet apart. So what are they saying about the entrances and the ticket booth? How many must they have to keep saying the number? What does it say?
Not less than 2.
Not less than, why do you think that? Why do you think they need to have at least 2 ticket booths?
Oh, one for the colored and one for
Yeah, yes, that's correct. Okay,
so they had to separate the and like the booths
yep,
for the tickets.
yep, yes.
But they both can attend those shows.
Okay, let's see, that's a good question. Is invited to attend. Yeah.
Okay. But they just
Oh wait, it says less than 2 entrances to, it's just entrances takers in the case of outside. Yep, guess you're right. That's a good question though. I like that question. Okay. All right. I think, again, that tells me that you guys are done with your summary and then done with your questions, yes? How's your group doing? Thumbs up? Yeah. Ryan, your group? Good to go? Your group? What's your group, by the way? Who are you guys? You're charming. Charming group, good. What is you? What are you? You're awesome? Are you guys awesome? Yes? What are you? Are you guys fabulous though? Yeah? How about you?
Alluring.
Are you alluring right now? Of course. And you guys are? Enchanting. Are you guys enchanting right now? Okay, we're good to go. All right. So let's do this by, let's do it by order because we all have to listen to all the rules. I know you guys scan through them. So let's go, at least if I organize you correctly. I tried to do it by number. So let's go with the first one. You're going to come up, or you can, let's see, come up here, right, and tell us what your law is and then your question. And I want you to tell me what category you're placing them into. Got it? Okay. All right. So let's start with the first one, which is the nurses, buses, and restaurant. If that's you, please stand up. That's you? Okay.
For my summary, I put white nurses couldn't help colored patients. Only the white nurses could help the white patients.
Okay. Good.
My
And,
question was, why couldn't the white nurses help the colored patients?
okay, why? Good. Where are you going to put them? Occupation. Okay, interesting. Did you, who put occupation over there? What's wrong with the word over there?
Who did that?
It's funny, I got Brandon. It's funny,
Yes.
I did a level 1, 2, and
That's fine. Oh, just one. What's wrong with this? Two what?
2 C's in occupation.
Yay. Are we sure? Are we sure?
Looks like a Q.
All right. We can make this work. All right.
OC to the C power.
Yes. Okay, we're good to go. All right. So you put in occupation, C. Jane. How come non-health? Just curious. Why? Because? I'm sorry. It's a job. Shh, 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 shh. It could fall under health, right?
Because they're health, because that's what they do.
Okay, because that's what they do. Okay, that's fine. All right, next. What do we got? Buses. Okay, go.
Waiting rooms and ticket windows were separate from black and white.
Okay.
And my question was, did they have separate buses?
Did they have separate buses? Oh, good question. Okay, and goes under transportation. Is that pretty clear, you guys? That it goes there? Yes? Okay. All right, next. What else you got? Are you next? What's after buses? Who's got restaurants? Number 3. Who's got number 3? That's you, CJ? Oh, okay, go ahead. That's fine. Go ahead. Walk up and put it. What's your other one? Another intermarriage? Is it this? Okay. All right. Okay, who's next? What you guys got? Both of them intermarriage. Why do you think there's 2 different types? There's a whole bunch of intermarriage. Why, Keith, you think there's 2? I mean, how are they different then? The 5 and the 6. Any difference?
Yeah, number 6 is talking about like descendants of Negroes.
Oh, what is your question about that?
Why the descendants?
Why the descendants, right? Why does it?
They're probably not full.
They're not full, right? Okay, good. So why does it go all the way down? Okay, good. You want to go ahead and put them up? Okay, Elaine, you can stand right there and then do the same.
Question is, why did it matter who you were by and went to hospital?
Why did it matter? Right, good question. Okay, where does that go? Health. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm in your way. Okay, nice job, you guys. Number 9, 10, and 11. Okay, go. All right.
This means that white women in Georgia are not going to be accompanied by colored barbers.
Mm-hmm.
And my question was, how do you think this affected life in the U.S.?
Okay, good. How did you think this affected life in the U.S.? Nice question. Where does that go? Okay, why?
Barbers is well.
Okay, good.
And then for burial, I put the person in charge of the cemetery in Georgia isn't able to allow colored people to be there.
Good. What's your question?
And the question is, why did colored people get separated from white people?
Okay, good. All right. Okay, next. What you got, Alexis?
I have amateur baseball and restaurants.
Okay, we have.
So for the restaurants, it says people licensed to conduct restaurants are only allowed to serve to either whites or blacks and is not allowed to serve to 2 different races. My question for this was, how did this affect the restaurant business during that time, and was it successful separating the races in restaurants?
Very good.
I would say for this, I'd put under occupation just because it affects people's jobs and like the jobs they got.
Good question.
For my second one, I got amateur baseball, and the law said that it was unlawful for amateur white baseball teams to play within 2 blocks of a playground only for the African Americans, and then it was also unlawful for those of the African American race to play within a 2-block radius of a park devoted to only whites. My question to this was, what if the 2 races wanted to verse one another?
To play, to.
Play against one another?
Oh.
Under entertainment.
Right. Okay, good question. Okay. All right. We're going to continue this. I just want you guys right now to talk to each other. We heard a lot of these laws right now. What is your reaction to all of this? What if you lived in this time period? Just talk to each other for now. What is your reaction? Look at your law or look at the laws that you've heard. What's your reaction to all of this stuff? Okay, just talk to each other and then I'll ask. What is that? What are you saying?
There's something in common between
There's something in common? Like what?
how black and whites are treated differently.
Yeah? What do you mean? Like how are they?
Like how amateur baseball, how the blacks have a different field, and whites have a different field. Farther away from each other.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's hear some responses. I didn't get a chance to listen to some of your responses. I'm sure you guys have some comments. What's your initial reaction to all of this stuff? Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes. Unreasonable. Okay. One word response. Yes.
The nurses one is kind of dumb.
Why is the nurses one kind of dumb?
Because what if there was only a white nurse and then African American is like dying?
Yeah.
Then they just have to leave.
They would just have to leave or they just have to die? Is that what you're saying? Kind of, right? Any other reactions? Then we're going to move on. I'd like to hear everybody's. Yes. Why was America such a racist society? You guys are coming up with a lot of questions, which is really good because that's going to lead you guys to finding the answers. One more reaction and then we're going to continue listening to some of the others. Any more? Yes.
Would the country be split?
Would the country be split? What do you mean?
Divided.
Would it be if
It was today.
if it was today, would it be split? I don't know. Good question. If this was in effect. Okay, good. All right, let's continue. Where did we leave off?
Amateur baseball.
Okay, amateur baseball. All right, next. Okay, parks, reform school, and circus tickets? Yes, okay.
Are you to 13 already?
Oh, wait, where are we?
I thought 13.
Oh,
Yeah, amateur. Parks, reform schools. Okay, let's go.
13?
Yep. Okay.
My summary was no colored person was allowed in the white people park, and no white person was allowed in the colored person park.
Yep.
And my question was, did people like this law?
Did people like this law? Okay. Good. That's a good question, right? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, 14.
Yep.
My summary was race mixing wasn't allowed, and then my question was, why weren't they allowed to be in the same show?
Okay, why weren't they? Good question. All right, what's next? Here. Thank you. Entertainment and education.
Circus tickets.
Service tickets.
There was 2 entrance ticket booths, one for whites and one for colored people. And were all races allowed in the same show?
Oh, okay. So the question was, were they allowed in the same show? So if you look at the description for the circus one, it does say, like C. Jane says, they need 2 separate entrances. But her question is, are they allowed to be in the same show? Okay, good.
The blind. For African Americans, there were separate buildings for mission, care, and support for the blind. And my question is, did white people work with the blacks?
Did white people work for the blacks? Okay, good. And where does that go? Health? Okay, nice job. Next. Railroads. Promotion of equality intermarriage. Number 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, Ian. All right, what you got?
My definition was, in Maryland, blacks and whites had to ride in separate cars or coaches by steam. And my question was, why did they have to do this? And I said it was level 2.
Okay, good. And where does that go? Transportation. Okay, good job.
And 18, promotion of equality. Anyone who publicizes or writing about equality of intermarriage between blacks and whites will be fined up to $500 and or be in prison for up to 6 months. And my question was, if there is freedom of speech as an amendment, why can't even whites at the time share opinions?
Wow, very deep question.
It was level 3.
Yes, it was. Good job, Ian. Good job. Okay, next. No, you don't have to say what level it was. He just wanted to know. Okay, next. What's next?
Intermarriage.
Intermarriage and then hospital entrances, right? Okay, almost there, you guys. I'm liking the levels of questioning that's coming from you guys. Go ahead, Tara.
And so I was intermarriage, marriage of white people with a Negro or person that has only of Negro blood is unlawful and white. And my question is, why is this so important?
Good. All right. So marriage, right? Okay, good. Next. Brandon?
I had hospital entrances. I said the government. Also, there will be different entrances, one for white and colored patients and one for white and colored visitors. And my question was, why did patient and visitor entrance have to be separated?
Good. And where does that go? Okay, good. Next. Okay, good. What number are we? Number what? 21. We're almost there, you guys. Good.
Prisons, and I summarized it as races were meant to be separated into different cells.
Yep.
And my questions was there jails only meant for African Americans and only for whites? Also, did whites get treated better? And I put that under health.
Oh, health. Why did you put that under health?
Because I don't know. And then for 22, it was no school should have both African Americans and Caucasians at the same time. Also, there are schools only for African Americans and only for Caucasians. My question was, did the African Americans get less education?
Good. Okay, good questions, you guys. Okay, next. That was a charming group, right? Oh, thank you. It's not entertainment, guys. Thank you, Aaron. Okay. All right. You guys caught that. Good job. Entertainment, Aaron?
My word is intermarriage, and marriage between whites and blacks, where whites and Mongolian are prohibited and voided if they have more than 1/8 black blood. And my question was, why 1/8 blood? Like why so precise?
Okay, good. Nice questions. Okay, next. Moving along.
I was education, and it was a law where African Americans and Caucasian students are not to be taught in the same classroom. And I asked, how did lawmakers hope to benefit students when establishing this law?
Good. That's a good one. Next. Where are we? Textbooks, libraries, transportation. Where are you?
So for textbooks, my summary was books used by and blacks were required to meet separate waiting rooms at all stations.
Uh-huh.
My question was, what happened if this law was broken?
Yep. Good. And where does that go? Transportation. Okay, Rennie?
My law was where it prohibited an instructor to enroll both races together, and they were to be charged and found guilty for misdemeanor. And my question was, why would some instructors would like to enroll two different races together?
Good. And where did that go?
And
Occupation.
occupation.
Okay. All right. I want you guys to think about something right now. Okay. Obviously, I want you guys to put yourself in this situation. If you look at these categories, okay, in one way or the other, you would be affected by these, correct? Right? Education, right? Look at us. Okay? Transportation, maybe. Would that affect you? Yeah? How about health? Yes. Some of you say yes. Some of you more than the others. Entertainment, the one that we've heard so far? Yes. Think about this one. Not for you. Yes. Oh, who said that? What did you say?
Say your parents.
Your parents. Wait, somebody, I see. Olivia, what did you say? You would not have been born. Good point. You would not have been born. Let me just see a raise of hands. If this law right here, and you guys heard enough of the law, I would like to go on Olivia's question. How many, if this law was enforced today, how many of you would not have been born? Not have been born. Not have been born. Okay. All right. So, in other words, that means your parents could not have gotten together because they're of different race. Okay? So that means if your parents are of the same race and you're 100% of that race. Oh, never mind. Okay. All right, I'm going to rephrase the question. Okay? I think some of you guys Some of you guys understood it, and Olivia, obviously, it was close to her. She said, yes, about the marriage, remember. Marriage was, you cannot marry anyone except for your own race. So if this law was to be in effect today, how many of you would not be born? That was my question. Actually, thank you, Olivia, for bringing that question up. Oh, interesting. Okay. Would be different. No, I would be born, but my children will not be born because my husband's Chinese and I'm Filipino. That's why. Okay? All right, good. Let's continue, and then I'm going to give you guys one last question to think about. Where are we right now? Where are we? Huh? Fishing? Oh, okay. Let's do the fishing one. That's you guys, right? Fishing. Yeah, boating and bathing, telephone booth, and lunch counters. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Almost there. Right? Are we there? Yes. Perfect. And then a few more groups. You guys want to go up there too? Yeah. Yeah, go. Okay, go ahead.
So what I got for fishing, boating, and bathing is basically segregation. And my question was, why is it called fishing, boating, and bathing?
Yeah. That's true. That's true, right? He doesn't know, you guys. Help him out. Entertainment? Okay, you heard the people. Oh, wait.
What is the even
Okay.
Second one is telephone booths.
Okay.
Separate telephone booths were put in for the whites and African Americans. My question was, what was so important that they needed to put separate phone booths for the different races?
Entertainment?
Yeah.
Why?
Because when you talk about it's entertaining.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wait. Okay, wait, Jared. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me have your attention. And I like this, okay, but Jared needs to decide, right? Where is he going to put this? Like, I don't know. And you guys are saying entertainment. Tell him what category should it be? And he's going to have to decide based on what you guys tell him. What? Why entertainment? Who said entertainment? Telephone booth.
If it's just solely on telephone booths, it's maybe entertainment.
Tell him.
Wait, should it be? Okay, why do you use your phone?
But you wouldn't call people for entertainment. I wouldn't call people for no.
Okay. None of them. Okay, all right.
There's going to be a separate one just for telephone.
Okay, why? You tell us why there should be a separate one.
Fall under anything like education. It doesn't help with education. It can't transport you unless you're like in a time machine. Come on, Dr. Who. Dr. Who. There you go. Then there's health, which I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Entertainment, it could, but
What? Okay.
I don't know
Wait.
how to marry over the phone. And I don't think people go into telephone booths for 8 hours a day calling for a job.
All right. Okay. I'll give it to you. Thank you. Okay. All right. That's okay. Yeah. Okay.
So mine was lunch counters, and basically the law stated that whites and colored people are to be separated when eating or being served, and they are prohibited to eat at the same table, counter, or room. And my question was, what is the punishment for an African American who eats with a white person?
Okay. Good. Where does that go? Oh no, he's.
I would just say health, because it's like food.
Did you guys hear that?
Just put it on entertainment because they're eating.
Wait. Hold on. Okay, Olivia. Wait. Good time. Okay, restate. Okay. Why? Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, so it's about how whites and coloreds have to be separated when being served food, and they can't eat at the same table or counter.
So where does that go?
With the fun booth. I don't know about entertainment. Oh, I guess it could be entertainment just because they get to eat together with their own race, but then they can communicate while they're eating. What?
What are you doing? Okay, Okay, Shar, you gotta decide where are you gonna put it.
You need food to live, so.
You just said entertainment. What the heck?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because
Okay, Shar has to decide. Thank you for helping her, if you did. Okay, don't yell at her. Be nice. Shh. Okay, where does it fall under? And tell us why. Just, you can pick one.
that's where restaurants is.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, good job. Okay, all right. How about you, Ryan? You ready to go? Okay, all right.
So, I was number 32, libraries.
Yep.
Libraries. Like, white people have advantage over the African Americans for the use of the county library. And my question was, why do white people have advantage over African Americans even as something as small as just reading books?
Good. And where does that go?
Oh,
Education. Okay, good. All right, good. Are we in the last group now? Yes? Okay, go.
See, how hard was that, guys?
Okay, thank you. All right. Huh, I thought this was pretty easy for us to categorize these, but I guess some of them are not as easy as we thought, right? Okay, okay.
Different races apart in school. My question was, who in the Board of Education thought of that?
Oh, good. Yes.
And then my other one was people had to tell the conductor of the train what their race was because every race had a different car, coach, or department. And people who didn't disclose their race, the conductor had to judge what their race was for themselves.
Oh.
And then my question was, why did they make that rule?
Okay. Good. Why?
As transportation.
Okay, good. All right, next. Almost there, you guys.
Theaters. All cinemas in Virginia hosted by white and the colored have to set designated seats that separate the white and the colored. So my question, did it matter for one race to have the viewing advantage?
Good. That's a good question. Does it matter what race had the best viewing advantage? Should it? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my word was intermarriage. And then my summary was no white person can marry Negroes, mulattoes, or Mongolians, or Malayans.
Malayans.
And then my question was, why did they choose only those races?
Good one. All right, good. That's a good question. Is that it? Good. Okay. All right, is that all the laws? All the laws? That's a lot of laws. This is the Jim Crow laws, okay? All right. A lot of you asked, why? Why did this happen? What would happen? What would happen if somebody broke the law? And some of you guys asked too, like, what would happen if an African American broke the law? How about switch that question? What?
What if the whites?
Yeah. What if the whites broke the law? Okay. All right. So all of these questions, you will be able to answer them after we get through your research, right? A lot of these questions will be answered. Okay. Also, after we read, To Kill a Mockingbird, these will also be answered. Okay. Not directly from the text, but obviously from your experience. All right. Last thing. I want you now to look at all the laws. Okay. 1 to 36. I want you to pick that one law that would most impact you if it was enforced today. Just one, and tell us why. Okay? Okay, which one? Which one? Okay, and why? Or how it would impact you. Can you say two? Yes, absolutely, you can say two. Just choose something. Share it with your group for now, and then we're going to share as a whole.
Wait,
What?
those only affect Caucasians.
So what is your question?
How did it affect us?
Yeah.
Was it just my skin, or did they actually test your color? I meant test your blood.
That's a really good question. I don't know. Okay, so yes, I'm Asian. So this is for the black, but then they also talk about the other races too. But where do you think, well, that's a good question. Where would you fit? Would you be black? Would you be white?
I would be gray. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so what of these you think would affect you today? That's a deep question. Which one would affect you, knowing that who you are today?
Mental hospital.
Yes.
Affects me too.
What when if they were in white?
Maybe like
Oh.
restaurants.
Everything else.
Wait, and non it could be, right?
Wait,
Yeah, I
what did you
guess
guys
that's a good
Oh yeah,
White and
probably.
good question. I'm Asian. That's not a question. I'm Asian. Where do I fall? What? Where do I fall? What's gonna happen to me? Okay. All right. So think about that. All right. Does everyone have one?
Yes.
Yes. Come up with one. Yes. Question.
Does the intermarriage only affect those, the one it says the races?
Because this one, the Malay, the Asian, those are Asians. They consider them Asians too. Okay. All right. Everybody got one thing? Yes? Okay. Let's do this quickly. Just choose one for now, huh? Okay, tell me which law would personally impact you today and why? All right? You ready? Okay. Hunter, go. Intermarriage, why?
Because my dad's white and my mom's Filipino.
Oh, your dad's white. So how would that impact you?
Different races. So I wouldn't be bored.
You wouldn't be bored. How would this impact you when you get married? Which is, what would your own race be?
You don't have. You have one.
Oh, you don't have one. Oh no.
Wait, what?
Oh no. Okay. He said he wouldn't be born today, right? Remember we talked about that? But then I said, how does it will impact you now? Yes, okay, but you're born now. So how would it impact you? He goes, I don't have a race, so I can't marry anybody. Right? Could he find someone who's half?
No, he said, or she said, impact you now.
Impact you now. Yeah. So what would happen?
You'd have to marry someone that was Filipino.
Okay, so then he would have to find someone to marry Filipino and white. What? Why does it have to be so hard? Right? Okay. All right, so that's how it would impact Hunter. Oh, Nicole's not here today. Jared, what about you? Yeah, which one? Which one, Jared?
Intermarriage.
Intermarriage too? Why?
Because I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, besides you wouldn't be here. Do you think you're going to choose your mate based on the race?
Yeah.
You would? Is that what you would do? Or is that going to impede your finding your happiness? You cannot marry different races, okay? Yes, of course you can. Okay, all right, go.
I agree with Jared and Hunter. I thought intermarriage would affect me the most because this law is basically saying how if it was here today that I'm basically forced to only look towards people that have the same blood I have. So it's like they're kind of limiting me and basically telling me like you can't fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with and marry who you want to marry. They're basically saying you can't do that. But I'm my own person and I can do what I want to do as my own person.
Oh boy, Alexis, if this was enforced,
I wouldn't like it.
you wouldn't like it. What do you think would happen to her?
I wouldn't marry.
She'd disappear.
She would be poof. Like I'm my own person. I'm gonna marry whoever I want. What do you think would happen to her? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. Go.
I said education because I wouldn't be qualified to get the job that I'm trying to strive for.
Okay. Why? Why do you say education? Because you would not qualify for the. Why do you say that?
Because the job I'm looking for has high level education and there's not many schools that would have both two races mixed together.
Oh, okay. So it would limit the education that you need to go into your career. Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. Thank you for those who volunteered. Oh, Josh not here either. Jisha. She's like, oh no. Okay, tell us. Intermarriage too? Why?
Because I'm like 7 different races.
You're 7 different races. Yikes, you guys. Yikes. And what? And of course you wouldn't be born, right? What about her children? If she was to marry the 7 different races, would that be even possible? No, it would not. Okay. Okay, all right, guys, let's hear. Aaron.
African Americans didn't get much education. That means that there wasn't much African American nurses. So what happened to African Americans that went to the hospital?
Did you guys hear that? Okay. You just heard your own ear. Okay, Aaron, say it one more time because that was very profound. Louder.
Since African Americans didn't get much education, what would happen to the African Americans that goes to the hospital since there wasn't much African American nurses?
Wow, mind-blowing question. Boom. I don't know. Good one. That would be under health, right? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, all right. Yes, you can.
For mine, I said 2 of them. So one of them is education, just because like a lot of us.
Yes.
And the second one was teaching because my mom's a teacher, so it would affect her occupation and work.
And how would that affect her with that law? What was that one law about the teachers? Who did that one?
The instructor that
Who did that teacher one? Something about the teacher cannot teach.
so you can't teach both races like in the same facility.
And what happens to them?
They would get convicted
And
and they had to
be fine. That would be me. I'll be breaking that law right now.
What law?
I can't teach. I can only teach one race.
Does it have to be the same person?
Yeah.
Your race or only one?
Is it my race?
Filipino.
Oh boy. No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's good. What happens to Jasha? She has 7 different races. What's gonna happen to her? And finding, I'm sorry, Jasha. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Good point. That's a good point. All right. Aaron went. Let's see, what didn't I hear from yet? Trevor. Let's hear you, Trevor. Okay. Shh. Go ahead, Trevor. Let's hear. Wait. Shh. Why? Oh. Okay. Wait. Wait. Okay, now you guys, I'd like to hear Trevor. So Trevor, louder, please.
I chose education because it would just be different not being able to interact with everyone from all races.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? I'm going to repeat from. He said it'd be different because he would not be able to interact with all different races. Trevor, who would you be interacting with?
White people.
Just white. That's good. Right? Trevor, why is that important for you? Okay, guys, let me ask Trevor a question. Okay, why is interacting with different races important for you? Meet different people. Okay, good. Wants to meet different people, but if we enforce this education law today, Trevor would be on his pretty much his own. Jaysha we don't know where would we place Jaysha? We don't know. Okay, we don't know where you would go, right? We don't know, right? Okay, all right. How about one more and then we can start wrapping up. Oh, Philip already. Oh, yes. Just for that, Ryan, you go. Because? Yes? Wait. What? It's not your favorite?
No, it's all my favorite.
He said it's all in his favor.
Oh, okay. Ah, it's all in your favor. Okay, let's listen. All right, go ahead. Why? What? Okay, it will be all in your favor. So what are you saying? That all of this will be all good to go for you?
What about your friends?
What, Jared?
What?
Okay. Yeah, let me see.
Come on, Ryan, why? I knew you got an opinion there.
Education.
Why?
Because, I want to be with
You wouldn't meet Tyrell. You wouldn't be best friends with Tyrell, is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. Okay, but that is true. Okay, guys. Kidding aside. Well, maybe. He's white. He's mixed. Yeah. So he's mixed. So he's saying personally, and it's an awe moment, right? Okay, would not have met his your friend. You're Tyrell. You're Tyrell. Okay, all right. So the friendship then would not have been built, right? How long have you guys known each other? Like 9 years? Yeah. So that friendship obviously wouldn't have been built, right? And yeah, sad. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think that you guys get the gist of what it would have been like in, for some of you would not have been here today. It would be really bad. Yeah, Jaysha would not be here. The friendship over there wouldn't have been formed. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so that obviously is what we're going to experience when we start to read To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay, so good